What's up, internet? We're off on another adventure. We've got the Hayabusa all packed up, and we're just entering a small town called Buena Vista here in Colorado. It's about 2 hours. I think we left around 6:30. It's got to be close to 8:30. About 2 hours since we left home in Colorado Springs. It's been a little bit chilly. Like 55 degrees, I think it was like 60 in Colorado Springs when I left, but up here in the mountains we're a few thousand feet higher, so it's a little bit chillier, but it's starting to warm up, man. It's getting close to about 9 o'clock, but we're headed to an undisclosed location in Utah. I'm pretty excited. So we've got our GV tail bag. I brought a backpack this time. I'll get to that in a minute. And we've got our suction cup Ventura tank bag. So the backpack. So if you followed any of my videos from the Florida trip, I didn't bring a backpack, and I brought one this time for two reasons. One, I kind of felt like I overstuffed the GV tail bag last time, and two, when we get to this undisclosed location, there's some pictures and stuff I wanted to take. So I've got some super fancy camera gear loaned to me by Mr. Peter, my son-in-law. I mean, he's got some really fancy camera gear, and I'm excited. Well, we'll talk more about where we're going and what we're doing with this camera gear later. Obviously, we're taking pictures, duh. But what are we taking pictures of? I don't know. I'm not going to tell you right now. Right now, what we're going to do, head down the road here in Buena Vista, grab something to eat, because it's breakfast time. I'm hungry. And then we'll let it warm up a little bit more while we're eating. And then we're going to go over what I think is one of the coolest mountain passes you can go over here in Colorado, the Independence Pass. Oh, that's not my start button. Those are my hazards. Ooh. It's like I'm on my ZX-10. Alright, let's go get some grub. That's where we're going. That's the Independence Pass. We're going up there, really high. It's super cool. You guys are gonna like it. Independence Pass open, as it should be. It's summertime, but yeah, they totally got to close that place during the winter for sure. Man, that's pretty epic looking. We're gonna ride through that up high, like really high. Wait till we get closer, man. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's gonna be awesome. Going up to the part where we really start climbing up the mountain, like pretty much just like straight up. You can kind of see it in between the trees. We're gonna come to a tree clearing here in a second. There you go. You can see cars going up the side of the mountain. So we're gonna drop into this like little valley here, and then we'll do a 180 and we'll start climbing up to the top somewhere. We can't really see it from here, but you'll see it here in a minute. And dun, 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 the valley. This is really nice little valley to ride through, man. Got a little stream here. Just 360 degrees of awesomeness. Speaking of which, I happen to have a 360 degree camera. Let's turn that shit on. Oh, we need to get past these cars. Once we do, the fun will begin. We got a little bit of time before we get to the really fun part. So it's okay. These guys are going slow, but that just means we're getting a bigger gap between whatever cars are in front of these two. So we'll just chill here for a bit. Then we'll make our move. It goes, and then we'll have fun. Fun, 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 fun. That's what that sign said. Fun. This road could be a little bumpy, and having the extra luggage makes it bumpier, or at least feel bumpier. But it's still not bad. Still a fun road. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Got my butt off the seat. I saw that one coming, so I got my butt off the seat in time. Oh man. Is this not a lovely ride or what? And the Busa is such a great bike to do it on. When I came through here last year, totally sketch. It's not so bad on a motorcycle because you're not very wide, but you'll see here in a second. For whatever reason, the road just like narrows big time down to essentially what I would call a single lane. But apparently in Ireland, this is like a normal width road. Like this is 2 lanes. This is like legit 2 lanes in Ireland. Just watch the gorilla biker. But here in America, we freak out when the road gets that narrow and it's bi-directional traffic. But they did not have these last time I came through here in 2021. I think those mobile stoplights are warranted, especially with some of the large-ass vehicles Americans be driving. Hey, welcome to Aspen, Colorado. Big touristy ski resort. Pretty expensive place to be, but it's nice. It's starting to warm up. We're up to 75 degrees. I think it's time for full t-shirt squid mode. Welcome to Glenwood Springs. There's the park. Now, it's a small town. This is, I think, like the older part of town or old town. We're almost to old town. Anyway, they're famous for 2 things. Two things. And that is hot springs. Going back to like the cowboy and Indian days, like the late 1900s. Whoa, 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 Nelly. Holy shit balls. Holy fucking. God bless it, man. Okay, what was I saying? They're famous for 2 things. Killing motorcyclists and, no, seriously, hot springs. And what was the other one? I've completely lost my mind with that pickup truck wanted to just like destroy me. Oh, Doc Holliday.
I'm your huckleberry. Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Doc Holliday, that's right. From the Wild Wild West. Yeah, so when he got real sick with tuberculosis, they brought his ass up here. So he's actually buried, well, I can't see it now because of the damn trees, but you'll be able to see it here in a second. But he's buried up on the ridge. There's a cemetery up there, and he's in it. And they've got like a whole big thing you can go look and see and read and all that. And anyway, there you go. Glenwood Springs. Welcome. Well, we made it to our destination. This is Roosevelt, Utah. Never been here before. And you know, I'm looking for my hotel. I'll explain while we're here once I find out where I'm sleeping tonight. And then we'll go through it. We'll go through the plans for the rest of the day. It is 4:45. We can't really do what we came here to do till it gets dark anyway, so we've got a few hours. Welcome to my room. Pretty nice. This is a nice clean room. Nice carpet, nice tile, nice clean bathroom. Dun, 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 dun. Air conditioning. Pretty kick-ass ceiling fan. Nice king-size bed, nightstands. Even got a couch, got all my junk on it. I'm digging this place. This is the best like ground floor external door setup I have ever seen. So nice. So the reason I came to Roosevelt was for Skinwalker Ranch. In the mid-90s, a family by the name of the Shermans purchased the land to raise cattle. Now, they had a whole bunch of weird shit like cattle mutilations, unidentified flying objects, just enough weird stuff that after a year and a half, they're like, you know what, we're done, we're out. And then a gentleman by the name of Bigelow, same guy that is behind Bigelow Aerospace, purchased the ranch, did a bunch of tests. He then sold the land to Brandon Fugel, I believe is his name. Another rich dude with lots of money to spend. So he purchased the ranch, and they've been doing science experiments, for lack of a better word, for the last, I don't know, few years. So I've been watching these science experiments on their TV show. They've got like 3 seasons. And, you know, I think that the stuff I see on the show that intrigues me the most is the unidentified flying objects that they capture. So, long story short here, or maybe that's too late, I don't know. I brought some camera gear, and we're gonna get as close as humanly possible to Skinwalker Ranch and stargaze and film as much as we can. We're just gonna fill up all the SD cards we have and hope we capture something. All right, stomach's full again, maybe a little overfull, but we are on our way to go scope out our stargazing spot. There's a small reservoir over here, and there's like camping spots all around the reservoir. There's a road that goes around it. So the southernmost point of the reservoir should be pretty close to Skinwalker Ranch. And this being a really small town, there won't be a lot of light pollution, so hopefully we'll have a good stargazing spot right over Skinwalker Ranch. So I believe this is a veterans memorial for the Ute tribe. This memorial monument is dedicated to the families and veterans who served honorably in service of their country and people. White River, Uinta. Look at that statue. That's damn impressive. Wow. In grateful memory of those who died in the service of their country in military operations in various conflicts from the world wars to the present time, they stand in the unbroken line of patriots who have dared to die that freedom might live and grow and increase its blessings. So these are Ute tribesmen that I guess were stationed at the fort here. Reservoir is that way. The southernmost point of the reservoir is what we're shooting for. That should put us like the way the crow flies, probably not even a mile. We'll see. Google will tell us. Google's smart. Google tells us everything. All right, there's nobody behind us. So now we're at the most southern point of the reservoir, Skinwalker Ranch. It's hard to see because this mesa, make sure nobody's coming. Yeah, nobody's coming. This mesa is above it, so there's a little bit of valley. So if you were to walk past those utility poles, it would just drop off into a little valley. That's where that Skinwalker Ranch is. All right, we got everything scoped out. Yeah, let's get to the spot and start setting up our cameras and lenses and tripods, and got myself a little chair and a bottle of water. We'll see how long we can make it. A lot of cloud cover right now. I'm hoping it just magically goes away. All right, we're going down this one. All that motocrossing experience I should be just fine with the Busa. I don't know if I want to set up right there. Oh look, there's even like hard rock right here. This is perfect. You know, one thing that's creepy when you get away from all the, I gotta turn the flashlight off, it's too bright. You get away from all the, I'll just point it down a little bit. You get away from all the city hustle and bustle and all the noises associated with the city, even though Roosevelt's a pretty small town. You start to hear things. Like your senses are kind of heightened, so to speak. And there's so much noise in the city that especially your hearing is just dulled because there's just so much white noise with everything going on. But out here, dude, I can freaking hear crickets probably 100 yards away. It's stupid. It's so quiet. Now there's a little bit of a breeze. And we got lots of cloud cover, which sucks. But let me show you what the camera can see versus what you're seeing with the naked eye. Like when I look at the sky, if I turn my flashlight off and cover the camera viewfinder, I can see like one star, barely. I stayed out as long as I possibly could up until the point where I was using the Hayabusa as a backrest and just literally starting to nod off. And let me just say, first, I had a whole
ton of SD card space still left over, plenty of battery. I could have recorded another 2, maybe even 3 hours into the night, but I just couldn't stay awake anymore, so we packed it up and left. But I did catch a couple of interesting things. Let me show you the first one. If you look just to the right of the red arrow coming from the top of the screen going down at, I don't know, maybe a 45-degree angle, you'll see what looks like stars moving towards the bottom of the screen. And they kind of start off bright and then start to go dim, and there's one after another. I can't remember how many I actually saw. I was able to see this partially with the naked eye, but you can see it a lot better through the camera. I believe this is a cluster of satellites in a low Earth orbit regime. The next cool thing I caught, I don't actually remember seeing while I was there, and I found it after reviewing the footage. I believe this is yet another satellite. You'll notice it moving from the bottom left hand of the screen, moving towards the top right, and somewhere near the middle of the screen it gets really, really dim and hard to see, but I believe this is another satellite. All right, and this next clip is really, really interesting. I have no idea what it is I captured on camera. I personally have no explanation for this, but there's going to be, in 2 different parts of the sky, there is what looks like a star, and it blinks once and only once and super, super fast. And I've edited this piece to slow it down and mark the location in the video where it's at, and I slow it down to 20%, and even at 20% it's super, super fast. I don't remember seeing this while I was there in real time with the naked eye. It wasn't until, I don't know, maybe the 3rd time through the video footage that I caught one of them, and it was really just by luck and chance, because as you will see, it moves or blinks super, super fast. But at the end of the day, I have no idea what this is.
Alright guys, I just need to get back to the hotel and go to sleep. Good night. We'll see you guys in the next video, which will be day 2. We're gonna like go through Moab. It's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. Alright guys, keep your upside down. We'll see you in the next one.